Today we're going to make this quick and easy do-it-yourself paper book.
For today's craft, you're going to need some scissors, something to tie your book together with. I happen to be using some raffia. You could use yarn, you could use ribbon, you could even use pipe cleaners to do this, a hole punch, and some paper. Now I'm using white, but you could use any color you wanted to. So go ahead, grab your supplies, and let's get started. This book is super quick, super easy, and super customizable. So once you make one, you can make them in different sizes with a different amount of paper, different colors. The first thing I'm going to do is take my 2 pieces of paper. I happen to be using white. Choose what color you would like. You could actually use different colors as well. They don't all have to be the same color. I'm going to put these 2 pieces of paper together, and I'm going to put them long side left to right, short side top to bottom. I'm going to go to the bottom of both of those, and I'm going to pull them up to the top. Just line them up nice and carefully so the tips line up. Then I am going to fold. This is going to be my cut line. So there I go. I have folded. That gives me a nice straight line to cut on. Now sometimes when you're cutting 2 pieces of paper together, they can slip and slide and it might get frustrating. So if you want to cut one and then the other, you may do that. If you feel confident, then you can cut both of them together. Or if you have more than 2 pages, you can cut all of them. Just make sure you take your one hand and hold them tight so they don't move. Take your scissors and cut along that line. Okay, now I'm going to put all those pieces of paper together. I did 4. I made 2, so there should be 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to take those long side left to right, short side top to bottom. And this time I'm going to take the left side and fold it all the way over to the right side, just so it matches up in the corners. And then push that down. And there we go. I have my book. Now just a little tip here. If you do not have a hole punch, you can take the yarn, open up the book to the middle, put the yarn in there, and then you can just tie it, and you can use the book that way. It does work. Sometimes the book does slip and slide a little bit, but it's still cute and it works. But if you happen to have the hole punch, this is when we are going to hole punch. So I'm going to punch 2 holes. You could do 1 in the middle, which would also be super cute. Today I'm going to do 2. So I'm going to use about 2 finger spaces here, and I'm going to punch a hole. Then I should have about 2 finger spaces in the middle, 2 on this side, and punch a hole. There is no right or wrong. You can punch your holes wherever you would like, but that's where I want mine. So I'm going to go ahead, and when you're punching your hole, don't go too close to the edge, because then you won't get a hole. What will happen is you'll go through this side of the paper, and you don't want that. You want to make sure there's definitely a hole. I'm going to jump over here, punch my second hole. Now, depending on how thick your paper, this can be tricky, so you might need a little bit of help with this. Once I have my holes, they're lined up, then I'm going to use my raffia, and I am going to put that through the hole. So what I'm going to do is take it from one end, put it in the hole, so hopefully you can see that. So I'm putting it in the hole to come up. There we go. I'm going to take the other end, and I'm going to put it through the hole, come up, and this is where I am going to either tie, so I can tie it right here, but sometimes what I do is I like to double it up because I have extra. Now if you don't have extra, you would tie it now, but because I have extra, I like to just do that again. So now what I'm going to do is, oh boy, let's just move this over here. I'm going to take it from this side, and I'm going to loop it through here. So I'm going to push it through on the other side. So there we go. We're going to push that through, and then back up through this side again. Hopefully that made sense. Then I'm going to go to this side. I'm going to do the same thing. I am going to go through this hole, And then I'm gonna come back up the other side. So I'm going through this hole and then back up this side. Okay, now if that was complicated, just slow the video down, or like I said, you can just tie it the very first time. You don't need to do this extra part. I just like how it gives you a little bit of extra ribbon in there. Then I am ready to tie, and all I'm gonna do is tie a little knot. So I cross once, cross over and under. You might need help with this one too. And there's my little knot, and then a little bow. So I'm making my bow. I pull this over and pull it together. I take the extra strand, wrap it around, push my finger through, and ta-da! Okay, so now I have my bow, and I can either take this and cut it off, or I can roll it a little bit of my finger like this and just hold, and then let it go, and you'll get a little curl. Can roll it in my finger here, hold, and I'll get like a little curl. And I think actually I don't want all of that. I am gonna get rid of some of it. You decide what you want. And ta-da, I have the cutest little book. You can make a book and give it to someone. You could create your own all about me, or maybe you wanted to make a little book on something that interests you, make a book about someone else. Super cute. You can also use the book this way, so you can flip it up. Maybe it's a little to-do, maybe it's a little doodle book. Love it. If you enjoyed this craft, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for joining me on Craft Club for Kids. Remember, be creative and have fun.